The new Pursuit S358 center console really does check off all the boxes in terms of the features and really what it does well. It's a great fishing boat. All the performance, fishability aspects of the boat really do stand up to the Pursuit fishing heritage. But when you see the other side of Pursuit, in some ways even more prominent, the creature comforts, the way this boat converts into an incredible entertaining platform with seating that just unfolds in a very, very effortless way, in a very smart way, to reveal some of the incredible comforts that the boat affords. Additionally, the boat is great for cruising to destinations. You could spend some time on the boat, an excellent boat to run along the East Coast, the Northeast Coast particularly, and you'll be quite comfortable in a boat like this. Great for entertaining. Getting back to the fishing features, it's got large fish boxes. They're all insulated. Really like to give you a first-hand, in-depth look at what this boat's all about.
Okay, so when we set out to design the boat, biggest thing that we were looking for was cockpit utilization in the aft cockpit, helm area, and the bow section. So in the aft cockpit section, what's really important to us is making sure that we have, the biggest wide open space of any of the competition that's out there in this size range. So we really accomplished that quite well by pushing everything aft and forward. And when you have all of your seating tucked away, it makes it really, really big back here. And then you can pull the seating out to make entertaining space as well. Starting off in the transom area, back here we've got a nice big live well with a clear lid and a blue color on the inside. The clear lid lets the baits see where they are, and the blue gives them the feeling that they're in the ocean still. Back here is a nice large storage box. Made that nice and deep back there. And then I call this the most comfortable fold-away seat in the industry. So when you fold that out, it's super easy, and it looks like and feels like a couch. So it's really, really comfortable. When you fold it away, it's all easy maintenance. Over here we've got our side hull side door. Nice heavy duty hardware right here. And when we open this door, we open it to the transom area. So what that allows us to do is to have rod storage on the starboard side over here. Freshwater and raw water washdowns. So we've got that here in the transom. We've got the midship, and we also have them up in the rope locker area too. So it makes it really easy to plug in a hose wherever you need it and wash the boat. Nice big fish boxes, both port and starboard side. Huge mechanical space hatch, and super, super easy access down into the mechanical space by having a wide open space down below, and easy access to all of your ball valves, strainers, filters, and all that kind of stuff. And then over on the port side, this is where we've got the transom door that leads out into the transom area. Hot and cold shower, pull-out sprayer. It's got an 8-foot hose. More rod storage over there. And you'll notice what we did in the back here is we always have the platform extensions. That's a pretty common thing for Pursuit boats. But we made a conscious decision to do twin engines on this boat instead of triple engines. And what that allows us to do is to make these platform areas back here nice and wide. So you can see how big this is back here. And they come out really long too, because the standard propulsion on the boat is 425 horsepower XTOs from Yamaha. And they're a little bit longer, so we make the platforms longer so you can get to everything behind here. We designed the boat specifically for this engine package, so your athwartship passageway going on the transom area is nice and wide and flat all the way across, so it's super easy access. Okay, so what you'll notice here in the leaning post area is what we call the entertainment and mezzanine seating space. So again, what we were trying to accomplish is to be able to give you all of this in one package without having to sacrifice one for the other. So right here, you have your electric grill, which is standard equipment. You have an insulated cooler, and you also have a sink with a cutting board and a folding faucet right here. So everything's easy to get to. But what we did when we designed this seating here, what we're trying to figure out is, okay, so now how can you give them the seating and the ability to use these components up here? So what we did is we split the seating back here. So now you have aft-facing mezzanine seating that goes all the way across. So you can sit, 3 people across here. Or if you want to use the grill, you just simply fold this back up, and now you can walk up here and access your grill, or vice versa. If you want to still be sitting here, you fold up this seating, and now you've got access to all of your components up here. And I kind of call this the best seat in the house here, because most people like to sit in this mezzanine seat facing aft and see what's going on. The cool thing is when you open up the compartments, any compartment in the boat, you're going to have finished fiberglass surfaces in there, so it's easy to keep it clean. And by having the water management system, anything that goes in, any water that goes in any of the cavities up forward of the boat, they're all going to go down. The water is going to be forced down into the keel, and it's going to go underneath the floor system into the bilge area in the back. So the great thing about that is that you're keeping the mechanical spaces dry, which is a really big challenge to do that. One of the things we did is we gave the boat an 11-foot 4-inch beam. So, we did that to get a leg up on the competition, but at the same time, we also wanted to gain the ability to have 3 full captain's chairs going across the helm area here for added comfort for the captain and the passengers. Now, what that also gives us the ability to do is to have separate armrests for each person. That's really important, because on the other competitive brands, you either get no armrests or you have to share an armrest with somebody else, which isn't all that comfortable. So by giving it to you that way, it's more comfortable for everybody. And we also use these articulating bolsters to make it easy to operate, and it's comfortable in both up and down positions. And you'll notice as I'm standing here how much room I've got between the steering wheel and the helm seat. The ergonomics in this space right here are basically, to me, it's a make or break deal for the boat. If you can't fit behind the steering wheel, who's going to want to buy it? So even a larger person can come in here and stand easily between the helm seat, drive the boat easily here. Look how much space I've got. And even if I put the bolster down, a guy like me, I can stand here and I've still got plenty of room between the steering wheel and the bolster, so I can stand here no problem. So even at your driving position where the steering wheel is, your visibility through the windshield, all of those things kind of came into play as we were designing the boat. And the other thing is the screens. We've got 16-inch screens on here in a 35-foot boat. That's really, really good. So you'll notice on the design here, some of the other brands will give you maybe 3 screens across here, but what we think is more important is to be able to easily access the center console and cabin area. So we give you a yacht-style sliding door right here that makes it super easy to get down into the cabin. And the cool thing is too, if you've got your canvas up and you're running the boat, if you had a side entry going into the cabin, you wouldn't be able to get to it without taking the canvas down. But right here you can be in this enclosed space and you can still get down into the cabin. It's a really, really nice feature. And overwhelmingly, anytime we talk to customers, they'll tell us that they'd rather have 2 screens instead of 3 and have that door located right there for easier access. So all of your functionality here on the dash is within easy reach of everything. We've got all the latest Helmmaster EX equipment from Yamaha with the joystick, full maneuverability controls, and all the switching functions are easy to get to. JL audio head unit. Here's your Seakeeper panel, that's an option. And all of these little strips you see right here, those are all backlit, so it's easy to see at night. So you'll see how we integrated the Seakeeper right in there. So again, what I was talking about on the stringer system, by having that the stringers spread out a little farther, makes it easier for us to mount this Seakeeper unit and design it right into the boat from the factory. And then we actually build a custom frame that it mounts to, and the structural grid is designed specifically for this. So we've got this really big custom sized hatch that we put in here that's really easy to slide. Just with the tip of your fingers you can slide this hatch, and then you can stand up on top of the entertainment center to get to all of your antenna and gear up on top of the hardtop, and climb up on the hardtop easier to clean it. Now going up into the bow section, we've got more rod storage in this compartment here. We've got easy to reach grab handles the whole way, and the walking space in between the cabin house and the deck over here is a whole lot easier to walk through here. So you've got plenty of shoulder space and lots of depth as well. So going up into the bow area, what we've tried to accomplish here is to give you another full social zone. Again, if you'll remember at the beginning here, I was talking about the space utilization between the aft cockpit, helm area, and then the bow area. So in this bow section here, we tried to give you a full-blown social area here, and all on the same plane. So one seat's not higher than the other, so everybody can sit here comfortably. So sitting down here, you'll notice that we have a nice tall backrest right here, and if you want to, you can actually take this seat slide right here and slide the whole seat forward and kind of put your legs out here if you want to do that. Or we also have a standard electrically actuated table that comes up and makes a sun pad or makes a table, whichever height you want it to be. And slide it back, easy operation. And then in the forward section of the bow, that's where we've got the backrests that actually are on an actuator. It allows you to face forward. So now you can sit here comfortably facing forward, and you've got a nice tall backrest right there. And you'll notice where the height of the gunnel is right here. A lot of the other brands will be really, really low. This gives you a lot more security the way we've got this up here, and the handrail is in the right spot here as well. And then up underneath each one of these is a nice large storage compartment, and those are insulated. And these seats do stay up by themselves because we've got articulating hinges. And all the drink holders all the way around here are all the deep ones that you can fit a 30-ounce cup in. So now that we've checked out the whole boat from the inside and out and everything, let's go ahead and go for a ride. And you can see what this new hull design does with the 22-degree bottom, and we got a really aggressive bow entry and reverse chine up in the front that knocks the water down. So let's see what she'll do. There's your fuel burn over here.
So here's a boat that really checks off all the boxes. From a performance aspect, you know, it's got the Pursuit quality written all over it. But whether you're cruising or fishing, entertaining, this boat's got it all. With the 22-degree dead rise, you know, and the solid, very rigid feel that Pursuit boats are known for, you really feel safe in this boat. Really nice riding boat.
Fishing Long Island Sound, I've spent a lot of time on the Sound, fishing out to the canyons and stuff, and this boat is just a great setup for that, especially in the Sound where you have that short chop. You know, you're fishing the race around the islands out there where you get a lot of that short chop with this 22-degree bottom. If you're running around there, you're just going to run right through it. You're not going to have to worry about getting beat up in the boat. And then obviously with the big fuel tank in this thing, you can run the canyon if you want to run out there and get some tuna as a day trip or even an overnight trip, because of the cabin in that. It does sleep too. It's got an enclosed head, so you can definitely overnight in the center console and still feel comfortable and not get all wet sitting out there at night. So I think in the Sound, and you know, people running Connecticut, New York, Rhode Island people, Mass running up the vineyards and all through that area, it's just a great setup for that. And it's a good size range where you can go when a lot of boats are going to stay home because of that wind up there.